Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Tamir from Fibonacci-Traders.com here. Pre-market preparations, Tuesday, October 31st. That's it. October is over. How was your October so far? Trading speaking, of course. We're here also only about talking about trading, stock market, Bitcoin, crypto in general. How to become a better trader each and every day. Who is with me? Say hi. Do not be shy. Who is with me this morning? We'll go over SPY cues, all the rest of the gang, of course. We have the futures over here, 2 hours futures, US 500. We have an inverted head and shoulders kind of thing. Here we have the US 500 and the 15 minutes, all the levels to the upside, all the levels to the downside, everything that we need to follow price and be prepared for what's coming next. SPY 65. Take a look over here. Hi Leah, thank you very much for joining this live. We have here SPY 65. We are missing one level. Here it is. Now this area, the 414.90, needs to hold the support. 416.66 is the resistance. We have here SPY 15. We are watching all these charts and multi-time frames all the time. This is how we know where price might be heading next. Hi Ofer, hi Aviv, thank you very much for joining. Let me know, how do you see me? How do you hear me? How is everybody doing? Any questions? I want to make this live a little bit different. Not the regular go over the same names that I already went through in my stock market review, daily stock market review, which I post each and every day, 12 a.m. Eastern time. You can find the daily market review analysis, SPY, Qs, Dow Jones, and all the rest. We have SPY, trend lines are the two support resistance for price action, and as long as trend lines goes from high left, left high to low right, we are in a downtrend. QQQ, same thing. Trend lines gives us the roadmap for future price action. Now this trend line is the support, but for the lower lows. This trend line is the resistance for the lower highs. Dow Jones, same thing. Inside this downtrend, red downtrend channel, 323 is the support. We have a gap at the 322. IWM, holding above the 162, breaking below the 162. We are heading towards the 156 gap to the downside. Bitcoin, still moving sideways. If bulls will give up, we will go and revisit 31,600 as the support. Ethereum, same thing. As we can see, trend lines are the true support resistance, and follow the trend. And as long as Ethereum is below this purple trend line, we are in a downtrend. Crude oil futures inside this red zone. Bulls of oil holding inside this red zone, defending this red zone with all the power they have. Once they will give up, the 77 will be next. NG1 natural gas futures, we have a gap over here. We have a gap to the upside. Let's see. For now, NG1, if you're not long yet on natural gas, I would wait. First to see this gap getting filled, maybe attach it at 314 and then the next leg up, or wait for a day or two closing above this upper trend line over here. Gold holding nice above the 1987, look left, very tough resistance. Now holding a support, long continuation above 2010 towards, in my opinion, 2040 and then 2076. USD ILS coming down, retesting the yellow trend line. You know this yellow trend line? We talked about it yesterday. And now we have a doji of a trend line. We might get the next bounce above 404 and we are heading towards 408 and then to this red trend line. USD GBP, long continuation above 0.82 or 0.83 to the upside, short below 0.81. USD Euro, downtrend channel, short-term downtrend channel. If you want to go long on USD Euro, you need a break at least 2 days above this channel. Some will see bullish flag, but until it's not broken to the upside, do not be biased. There's nothing bullish in a downtrend. I follow Forex. I'm starting my way into the Forex world on the 1 hour chart. I want to prove to myself that my strategy works on everything and on any time frame. Forex, cryptos, futures, stocks, of course. Day trading, swing trading, long-term holding. Everything follows price. And price, we use Fibonacci and trend lines to manage our risk. And with high probability, with the highest probability, in my opinion, where price might be heading next. Apple, Thursday after the close, 30 minutes or so after the closing bell on Thursday, Apple, earnings. AMD, today after the bell, we have AMD earnings. You have all the trend lines, all the levels to follow AMD. No one knows how the market will react to the reports. And this is the only thing that matters. How market will react to the reports. Nothing else matters. As Metallica said, nothing else matters. Amazon, very bullish. Now let's see this gap at the 135 getting filled. Then retouching this white trend line. We have, as you can see, broadening formation on Amazon. Meta yesterday, 2%, let's see, I had. Okay, now this is why we had an alert. Once bulls giving up on a resistance, bears coming in, taking full control, and now next support 41.67, and then this red trend line to the downside. This inverted head and shoulders, this is why we don't follow patterns. Patterns are not reliable. What's reliable? Fibonacci. That's it. So let me just premium room. SPY long is closed. We're having a retracement. Doji retracement. 41.68 now needs to hold. We have a trend line over here. Resistance, resistance, broke above, support. Breaking below 41.68. We're heading towards this red trend line. What else do we have? Meta, nothing much. Microsoft, anything interesting on Microsoft? Nothing interesting on Microsoft. I'm waiting for a break above the 343. Google, in my opinion, stay away from Google. I don't like these gaps to the downside, to the upside. I want to see Google how this week will end, and then we will see how to go forward with Google. Tesla, pre-market breaking below 197. The 197 is the 618 Fibonacci retracement. Be careful. Why? Because it's also breaking below this red trend line. And once this red trend line will get broken, 2 days below this red trend line, and we will have a steep fall towards the 146. Be careful on Tesla. Netflix, I want to see a break and a close above this yellow trend line, and then we will start our long position towards this gap at the 467. Nvidia, this red zone is still holding. Very important area of support. Below it, 372. Let me put my phone on silent. Sorry about that. What else? Shopify earnings coming up Thursday. I think after the bell, if I'm not mistaken. 2 inside days. Still, we have trend line. Look at the trend line. No need any other thing. Trend line shows us the way for the lower lows. Let's see, can we get a bounce after earnings towards the 51 area, towards this red zone? This red zone was a very important area of support. By natural things of price action, this red zone will become a very tough resistance for future price action. Now let's see where futures are heading. We can start taking our short position. This will be our stop, 41.80. Nice short towards the 41.67, and then this one. And of course, it's only my opinion. So, who is with me? Silver, SLV. What has changed since yesterday? Nothing. Once again, this zone, not red, white zone, trend lines, resistance. Too many gaps. Why silver? What's so in my opinion, only above 21.80 if you want long. Short below 20.64, and then we are heading towards this gap and this white trend line to the downside. What else? Hi David, hi Shlomi, Iran, Airbnb. Tomorrow, before or after the bell? I don't remember. Airbnb, what do we have? Double top scenario. We have talked about it, if I'm not mistaken, a few weeks back. And we said 125 will break to the downside. We will see 103. And in my opinion, Airbnb is heading there. Let's see how the market will react to Airbnb reports. We have a gap over here. And we have another gap over here. No, this is not a gap. This is the only gap that I see. To the downside, we have gaps. Not that I can see. But it will not be surprising if after the report, market will have bad reaction and we will see 103 to the downside. SoFi had earnings yesterday. Nasty price action. Very nasty price action. Look at the intraday of SoFi. Gapped up. Closed the gap. Went down. Very nasty. And you have trend lines. Here you go. This is your, as you can see, you can take this one. And you can take also this one. So you have 3 trend lines. And you have the magic tool. This tool that provides you everything that you need. This is our magic tool. It's not so magic. It's the Fibs channel. If you want to know how to use it, it's not really two highs and one low, or two lows and one high. And it will give you all the lines that you need. SoFi, downtrend until proven otherwise. Here you have SoFi. And the daily. You want to go short, below yesterday's low. You want to go long, above yesterday's high. This is the resistance. This is the support. Between them, nothing much. Be careful. And here you have all the trend lines for future price action. High offer. Is it possible to look at the share M for long? Yeah. Yesterday I posted in the swing ideas in the Discord. Swing ideas M. Here you have everything in Fibonacci Traders Discord. You have support, guidance, Q&A. M double bottom, broke above the neckline. Now this neckline is support. Long continuation above 12.11 and then 12.54. And it also shows me offer you did not check yesterday's market recap video. I've talked about it also in my video. So check it out. Anyway, I'm long on M. My stop, 11.59. Explain stop loss at the pre. Of course. Of course. This is the pre-market. We have futures 2 hours over here, futures 15 minutes over here. We trade the SPY. Okay? We trade the SPY, so you can also take SPY session extended hours. Now you have also here on the SPY. Now pre-market does not have stop loss. So what do? You buy limit and you sell limit. You need to be prepared with your finger and the mouse for execution to submit the order. You can save the order and submit it later. But if you are long on SPY, for example, if you went long pre-market and your stop is at the 4:15.19, so you need to put sell, order, limit, price, pre-market. I think it's called fill outside RTH or allow pre-market. Pre-open. It's the same thing. And then you save it. And then you click submit once it hits your level. There is no stop loss pre-market. I hope it answered your question. Let me know. Now check out the magnificent Fibonacci. All the levels, trend lines, Fibonacci trend lines, Fibonacci trend lines. Everything that you need for support, resistance, for future price action. No other indicator shows you the future. Fibonacci trend lines, which is the combination trend lines and Fibonacci. Everything is Fibonacci. Everything. You don't believe me? Fine. You're more than welcome to check all these lagging indicators, and you tell me which ones, the MA, the RSI, the MACD, Bollinger Bands, WAP, VWAP, PAPWAP, all these strange names, clouds, MA clouds, all these strange names, none of them goes beyond price. None of them. They are all lagging. So if you want to become profitable traders, stop following lagging indicators. Only Fibonacci. And of course, it's only my opinion. ENVX. What's so special about here? First, we have earnings Thursday. You want to go short or long? Depends what you want. Long, maybe start small size above the 675. Short continuation below 6. But this price action is very nasty. Be careful trading this stock. I don't understand why people, you don't have enough stocks. All the Magnificent Seven. Let's check AI, for example. Look at AI. You remember we drew these lines few weeks back. Still holding above the 2340, below the 2730. So what does it mean? Long above, short continuation below. That's it. This is technical analysis. This is technical analysis. Very simple. Make it simple. Our life as traders are already tough enough. AVGO, Broadcom, what do you see? 817 support, 925 resistance. You want to take short? Below 1817, 817. Towards where? You have a gap over here. You don't even need Fibonacci. You have a gap over here. So with high probability, below this red line, it's going here. Below here, it's going here. You want? Take Fibonacci. Swing low, swing high, here or here. You choose, or even here. This is the low. This is a low. This is high. Look down. Where price might be heading next? 795, 762, gap, 723, 682, together with Fibonacci. CDNS. CDNS. What do I think about CDNS? First, okay, we are over. What do I think? All this area, very important area of support. It's always an area. It's never an accurate price. All this area, support. Short below, towards where? Look left. 217. You want to go long? Go long. You have here is your broadening formation. Broadening formation is the only formation, the true formation that price moves in. Price does not move straight up, straight down, or straight to the right. So this is why support are support zones. And trend lines are one big part of broadening formation. Broadening formation is an outside candle. Everybody knows outside candle is an engulfing candle. Engulfing candle on a higher time frame. 3 consecutive dojis of this trend line of here, of the support. Let's see. We need a break and a close above 237, and then we can start taking our long position, slowly building the long position. maybe 25% initial position above this level, another 25 adding above this one, and the rest adding above the 244 towards this red trend line to the upside using Fibonacci and ATR as our risk management. What else? Why the price works according to Fibonacci? The only answer I can give you is like this. Go back, CDNS. Let's take here. Let's take this candle over here. Very big candle. You can go calculate. And now you see why these are the extensions. We took one candle of the monthly on CDNS and look how price reacts to the extensions. You want another example? Let's take AVGO for example on the monthly. Clean the chart. Go back. Let's take this trend over here. You have a trend, right? Swing low, swing high. Did you see this? Look carefully here. Swing low, swing high. Do you see how price works? You can take also here. Swing low, swing high. You see how price works? I can be more accurate if I will use the magnet. I don't like to use the magnet. But look, now go to the daily. What else do you need? Look how price moves between the extensions. These are the extensions. We drew the Fibonacci on this trend. It gives us the extensions, support and resistance. Thank you, David. To the future. You want another example? Give me. I will check for you. Give me another example. Which one do you want? Let's take ENVX. ENVX. Monthly. I'm going to the monthly because I want you to know and to see with your own eyes how price. What's the reason? Because Fibonacci is everything. Sounds stupid, right? But it's not. Fibonacci is everything. Let me bring the camera over here. Fibonacci, if you go to YouTube, in you search Fibonacci, not in trading. Go and search YouTube videos on Fibonacci in nature. You will see that Fibonacci is all around us. Fibonacci ratios, Fibonacci sequence is all around us. Whether it's in the sea, in the flowers, nature, handmade, human handmade stuff like architecture, paintings, manufacturing, everything is Fibonacci. Everything. So if everything is Fibonacci, also trading. And all the big algos out there, all the big machines that runs the market, inside of them, search it. Also, you can search it on YouTube. Have Fibonacci in their formula. Computers don't just move randomly. For us, it looks like price moves randomly, right? One day up, one day down. But it's not. Check net, for example. take monthly and net, swing low, swing high, retraced all the way to the 618, went up 382, now at the 50%. Now go to the daily. What else do you need? Fibonacci. Now you can take also Fibonacci on the daily, because you have this and this. Swing low, swing high. Now you have also Fibonacci trend lines. What do you see? Downtrend, downtrend. Until what? Until proven otherwise. Short, as long as price is below, in my opinion, below this trend line, below even this trend line, it's good to go short. But it's a little bit advanced tool, the Fibonacci trend lines. By the way, I hope, Amir, it answered your question. It took me 2 years. It took me 1 year, okay? In my first year, in my trading journey, I went through, I think 90% of all these indicators and numerous strategies based on these indicators. I took numerous of courses, numerous of live courses, the one-on-one, online courses I bought and downloaded, thousands and thousands, really thousands and thousands of watching YouTube videos, many WhatsApp groups, many noise, many Facebook groups, a lot of noise, Discord channels. Until it took me 1 year until I found that the only thing that truly works for me is Fibonacci and trend lines. Because as traders, what do we win? What do we want? Look, uptrend, retracement, 50%. Short, below, long, above. That's it. Of course, we need to use ATR. We need to use Fibonacci and several multi-time frames to manage our risk correctly. But that's it. It took me 1 year until I found it. Why? Because as traders, what do we want? What do you want as a trader? What do you want as a trader? Amir, David, Leah, Joseph, Aslan, Ofer, Rafael. What do you want as a traders? As traders, you want to know where to buy, where to put your stop loss, and where to take profits, or even better, where to add to a winning position. This is all we want. Very simple, right? No, because if we go here, let's moving averages, all the moving averages. We have the 9. We have the 21. What else do we have? 50. What else do we have? 100. What else do we have? 150. 200. I think it's enough, right? What's the difference here? Now you want to go long or short on net. You have all these MAs. You can put RSI, MACD, whatever you want. Noise. You can look left. All these MAs, all these moving averages. Look at the volatility of the price. And all these moving averages. Nothing. Straight lines. And they don't give you next support and resistance, right? They don't. You can see. No resistance, no support. So why do we need them? You can look left, where price came from. But this is not our problem. Where price might be heading next. And of course, Fibonacci is not an indicator. Okay? And as you can see now, I drew it. It doesn't hold anything. So I drew it wrong. It's like a calculator. It calculates future support and resistance. This is what it does. I can draw Fibonacci over here also. Will it give me something? No. But it gives me an output. An output that I have nothing to do with. So I need to learn not only Fibonacci, I need to learn the combination Fibonacci trend lines and price action on multi time frames. Only then and only when I really understand the in-depth relationship and the concept of pure price action, because most of traders don't really understand, same as myself in my first year. I didn't really understand candlestick analysis. Greens are good, red are bad. Why? Who says? Doesn't matter. The matter is the trend. This is why we have trend lines. I don't care. I had 3 big green candles over here. I'm in a downtrend. Still in a downtrend on NET. That's it. On multi-time frames. You have here the weekly, a net, inside candle, downtrend, until proven otherwise. What's the difference between Fibonacci to resistance and supply? What is resistance and supply? Support and resistance. You can look left and try to identify, which is basically much better. Once you know how to look left and identify by yourself support and resistance, then you will understand how Fibonacci works. But Fibonacci gives you support and resistance for future price action. It's like the FSD. Like Tesla have FSD. This is the FSD for price action. Now, this is the support. Short below support, long above resistance. Fibonacci gives it automatically. We, as traders, we want to think as less as possible. We want to be like machines, but we are not machines. We are human beings. We have emotions. Once we put on a trade, anything can happen. We need to understand it. And then we need to know and understand our emotions and how to manage our emotions. Because when I go long and the first candle is red, going to the downside, my emotions tells me, get out, you made a mistake. Right? You're losing money, get out. Or once I have a bull run, like we had on Tesla or in the SPY. How many of you know traders that went long on SPY at the 440, 450? Why? FOMO. They saw a bull run, so they entered long. But we had lower highs, lower lows, so why enter long? You need to go short. What else? What's your indicator? I don't use indicators. It's the same thing. Look. I will show you in the premium room. This is our premium room. Let's make it bigger. No indicators. Trend lines, Fibonacci, that's it. Trend lines, Fibonacci, trend lines, Fibonacci. Trend lines, Fibonacci, also from premium members. Trend lines, Fibonacci. That's it. Trend lines, trend lines, Fibonacci. On multi-time frames. You see? What I show you is how I trade. But my aim is to help you to shorten the learning curve. And the learning curve is very steep, very volatile, is like the biggest and fiercest roller coaster you ever ride on. You will have bad days, you will have awful weeks, awful months. It's part of the training. It's part of the trading and the training. After my first 2 years, only after 2 years, I became consistent profitable trader. It took me 2 years. 2 years. One, to find the technical and the mental rules that helps me. Another year until I really understood how to apply these methods, these rules, this strategy on my own terms. And this is why I have the course. I have the one-on-one mentorship live program or the pre-recorded program. Same program, but just pre-recorded. Both are with me. And everything that I know, I teach. Why? Because I want you and you and you and you to stop listening to me, to stop following any others. I want you to follow yourself. Trust the process, trust the strategy. This is why I also give lifetime access. Because in the end of the day, I want every one of you to become and to really understand how price works. And with the high probability where price might be heading next. And you will stop asking others for their opinion. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? Where to put my stop? Where to buy? Is it good time to buy? Is it good time to sell? You will stop asking those questions. I promise you this. I promise. For some, it will take 2 months. For some of you, it will take 6 months. For some of you, it will take 2 years. But I will guide you through the process. I will support you through the process. You can ask premium members. I have students from 2 years ago, 3 years ago, sometimes ask me questions. I answer, I guide, I support. I think we have premium members in the chat now. By the way, who did not hit the like and subscribe? I want to know. Raise your hand if you did not press the like and subscribe. IONQ, have you saw my top stocks to watch video from Sunday? We have talked about short below. I have a mosquito here. We have talked about short below 1256. Not bad. Not bad at all. It was this, no, it was previous, not this week. The week before, sorry. The week before. Last Thursday, October 22nd, top stocks to watch list. Check it out. We have talked about short below 1256. Downtrend until proven otherwise, 883 is the next support. What else? Any other questions? Any other requests? SPY, pre-market, inside candle, we need to wait 15 more minutes to the opening bell. Don't forget, today, AMD after the close. Thursday, what do we have? Apple, FOMC coming up tomorrow, I think. Right? Let me check. FOMC. When is it? 1 second. I have the calendar over here. There you have it. FOMC. Tomorrow. 2:30. Tomorrow? No, Thursday. Right? 2:30 Eastern Time. 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Be careful. Be very careful. And we have AMD, we have Shopify, we have Apple, many more other big names. Earnings report. And we have Friday. Non-farm payrolls, unemployment rate. Market will be super volatile. You are in a situation where you only make, yep, I make living and I support my family. My wife is also working, okay, but I can support, I am supporting pretty good. Hi, Faiz, thank you very much for joining 1 minute before we are ending this live. Anyway, this is our premium room. If you want to join, check the links in the description below. If you want, choose your path for financial freedom. We have the one-on-one, we have the online program. Choose your path. So to your question, yes, Arbel, I'm making a living from trading. By the way, this is why I don't teach during hours, during trading hours, because this is my main job. This is my main job. It's a job. It's a very, very difficult, tough job. If you're not up to it emotionally, don't start. I can bring you so many better examples of how to make living from online jobs. Yeah, I'm not, I don't have, I don't go with Rolexes. I don't drive Lambos or Ferraris. But I'm providing pretty well. Both my kids going to private schools here in China. We go vacations. Basically, anytime we want, we just pack and go. Inside China, outside China. Our favorite place, I think you already know, Thailand. I don't need to think. I'm not worried, okay? No need to think. I'm thinking every time about what will be in the future, like every normal human being. But I'm not so worried when I go to restaurants, when I go to the grocery stores. Pretty good. Pretty nice. Of course, I have bad weeks. I have bad months. I have nasty months. I have nasty weeks. I will not lie. Until today. As we speak. But you have to put your work into it. Until today. I go over charts. Outside of hours, trading hours, outside of trading hours, I go 2 hours a day, 3 hours a day, going over charts. And of course, 6.5 hours trading. So, I hope you liked this video, found it helpful. Please hit the like, subscribe, share with friends. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. Until the next video, until the next live, trade safe and please keep safe. See you.